We're officially entering uncharted territory in trading, and the pace of change is only getting faster, from AI agents to more efficient trading algorithms. It's never been harder for retail traders to compete against smart money. But here's the good news. With those massive changes, like with AI, the competitive edge that you have completely resets. The rules, strategies, and more importantly, your advantage as an individual trader increases significantly if you can adapt quickly. I've been trading for over 10 years and have consistently stayed on the cutting edge of the markets. And there are three big shifts that I see happening right now, with the first being AI. But before we go any further, this is educational. It's not financial advice. 98% of traders lose money, so I'm by no means implying that you are going to be in that 2%. I'm simply just passing down lessons that me and our clients have learned from our experience in the markets. Principle number one, the game has already changed. You just weren't told. Because of the AI, the markets is no longer a competition between humans. It's humans versus machines. In fact, 89% of all traded FX volume in 2025 was algorithmic. Banks, hedge funds aren't hiring traders to click buy or sell anymore. They're hiring engineers, data scientists, and quants to build AI systems. Jim Simons built Renaissance Technologies into the greatest hedge fund in history, 66% annual returns over 30 years. He did it by building better systems than other traders, and 80% of Renaissance trades are fully automated. And if we look at the numbers, AI-driven hedge funds outperform traditional discretionary funds by an average of 6.7% annually between 2017 and 2023. During the 2022 market drawdown, when most discretionary managers were double digits down, systematic AI-driven funds held up significantly better because of their systems were built to survive conditions they'd never seen before. Nobody in the retail trading education space told you because the industry kept selling you indicators, price action courses, and mindset books instead. And frankly, if you're still trying to compete against machines that make decisions faster than lightning, you're likely going to lose. But if you adapt, you can actually leverage AI to move faster than the large corporations that don't have a pulse on the new technology. Which, by the way, if you want to learn more in depth on how I'm taking advantage of AI to profitably trade, there's a link in more depth in the description where I break it down. Principle number two, your strategy is probably profitable, your execution isn't. If you backtest 100 trades and win 60 of them with a 1.5 risk to reward, that's profitable strategy on paper, but only if you take every single trade. If you skip 20% of entries because of work, family, or distraction, and you may have skipped the exact trades that made up the whole system profitable. The more you watch the charts, the more emotionally invested you become in each trade, the more likely you are to interfere. You might move a stop loss, you cut winners early, you skip an entry because of the last 3 lost. One of my clients, Greg, is an offshore oil rig worker. When he was manually trading, the satellite collection out there was so bad that trades would get rejected before they even filled. The price would move and the order would fail. He had 2 choices, quit trading entirely or find a way to trade without ever being physically present to execute. He chose the second option, built a portfolio of automated systems and stepped away. The systems took every trade the strategy signaled with no skipped entries. 6 months later, he withdrew $10,243 from his prop firm accounts. This is why algorithmic execution matters, not to find better trades and not because algorithms are magic, but because a system takes every trade the strategy signals without hesitation, which allows your edge to finally play out the way it should on paper. Principle number 3, one strategy is a ticking time bomb. Next, we have concentration risk. This is the silent killer of retail trading accounts. No single edge works across all market conditions, and a momentum strategy prints in trending markets and bleeds during ranging ones. A mean reversion strategy does the opposite. Running one strategy means you're permanently exposed to whichever condition the market decides to be in. It will range for 6 months right after you go all in on a breakout system, and it will trend the moment you switch to a mean reversion. Every serious capital allocator in history, from Dalio to the turtle traders to Simons, built consistency by running many edges simultaneously. During World War II, the British Air Force began armoring returned bombers based on where the bullet holes clustered. Wings, fuselage, tail, and a statistician, Abraham Ward, pointed out the fatal flaw. They were only looking at the planes that came back. The ones hitting the engines never returned at all. So armoring the wings solved the whole problem entirely. This became known as survivorship bias, and most retail trading strategies suffer from exactly the same thing. They look profitable in backtesting because you only see the conditions where they worked. Diversification fixes this. A portfolio of uncorrelated strategies means you're not betting everything on one set of market conditions being right. Some strategies lose, others win, and the portfolio moves forward. That's how professional capital is managed. Principle number 4, you are the most expensive part of your trading operation. Next is human emotion. The human in the chair is the single biggest liability in trading execution. Markets demand perfect rule following under financial pressure thousands of times in a row. Every trader who has ever moved a stop loss knew it was wrong whilst doing it. But the job of executing trades is by design one of the worst jobs you can give a human being. In 1950s, the US Air Force was losing pilots at an alarming rate. Not in combat, but in training accidents. They spent years trying to select better pilots and train harder, hoping to build more resilient human beings. Then an engineer named Gilbert Daniels measured 4,000 pilots and found that not a single one of them was average across all physical dimensions. The cockpit had been designed for the average pilot, and the average pilot didn't exist. The solution was simply an adjustable seat. They changed the system to fit the human instead of demanding the human to fit the system, and the accidents dropped dramatically. I realized this in my own trading as well. Why would I try to fit myself into a job that structurally doesn't suit our biology? Instead, I built a system that removes me from the job entirely. Decisions that actually require human thinking are the architect level ones. What to build, what survives, stress testing, how risk gets allocated across a portfolio. But the world's largest hedge funds aren't just using algorithms anymore. They've moved completely into a different category. Citadel, Bridgewater, Two Sigma, and Renaissance are now deploying machine learning models that don't just execute trades, but actually build them. These models scan thousands of instruments simultaneously, identify patterns across decades of data, and adapt to changing market conditions without humans making a single decision. Two Sigma has over 1,700 employees, and more than half of them are engineers and data scientists. These firms aren't just faster than you, they're fed better data, they run more scenarios than you could ever analyze in a lifetime, and there's no emotional variable anywhere in their execution chain. When they enter a position, it's because thousands of simulated outcomes said the probability justified it. When you enter a position, it's usually because a candle looked right. Here's what this actually looks like in principle without coding: getting a quant degree or quitting your day job. Step 1 is building your first automated strategy using tools. You can generate and stress test strategies across years worth of historical data. Step 2 is filtering ruthlessly out of hundreds of generated strategies. You keep only the ones that survive robustness testing. You use walk-forward analysis, Monte Carlo simulations, and out-of-sample data. If a strategy can be broken in testing, it never touches live capital. Step 3 is building the portfolio. You take the strategies that survived and combine them across different assets while building a portfolio of 20 to 30 proven algorithms that work together. Step 4 is deployment. You connect the portfolio to a prop firm account. You fund it with their capital and you let the system run. This is the way that all trading is shifting. The only question is, which side of that gap are you sitting on? Now you know what the new era rewards. But knowing the 3 moves and making the first one are different things. And the first move just got easier than it has ever been. Claude just released a new update that changes everything for traders who want to build their first algorithm. So click this video right here and I'll show you exactly how it works.